Thanks for choosing Dave. What can I get you? Anonymous asks, how are you holding up during quarantine? I mean, I don't know if you can get sick since you're God tier, but still it's got to be irritating. Unfortunately, since I'm still a human with human biology, I still can get sick, which is unfortunate. So I've been spending my quarantine time learning a new skill. I've been learning knitting, because I thought knitting would be like a fun craft to learn how to do. Rose taught me, and then I watched a bunch of tutorials online for it. But knitting is about as boring as just sitting around doing nothing. In fact, I would say that knitting is more boring than just doing nothing. It's really not for me. I hope that answers your question. Anonymous says, hi Dave, do you ever think about how your sunglasses aren't the ones John gave you? They're the Dirk replica of them, and you'll never have that gift again. Haha, enjoy your day. Huh, I never thought about that. Now that I think about it, I think I'm the only person who's ever, brought clothing into Dirk with them. By rights, I should, not have sunglasses when I go to Dirk. I wonder how that works out. I wonder where those original shades are. I guess I'm not too tilted about, not having the original pair because they still mean a lot to me. And they're sort of like a representation of what that meant to me, so yeah, that's kind of nice. Thanks for asking, Anonymous. I know you were trying to, get my goat, but I think you actually did the reverse and made me feel a little bit better about my day. Have a good one. Anonymous asked, Dave Strider, is Carcat double-cheeked on a Tuesday, or is he, concave? Let's see. I'm not really sure what this question is asking, so give me a second to decipher it. I'm pretty sure it's asking about his, eating habits, and, Carcat double cheese. Yeah, he likes, double cheeseburgers. Is that what you're asking? I'm not really... What? Okay, my producer informed me that you're asking about Carcat's ass. Frankly, I don't really know about Carcat's ass. Despite being with him for several years, I've never actually, seen the thing, because he insists we, I hope this isn't too personal, but he insists we do it with the lights off. It feels nice, but it's hard to tell under all his baggy clothing, so, hope Carcat's not too mad about me answering that. Anonymous asks, what does it feel like to be in a sitcom and being renewed for a second season? Feels pretty fucking good, not gonna lie. If I was in a sitcom in real life, though, I feel like June would be the main character. I don't know why, I just feel like she would. That or Rose. Rose would be the star of a sitcom like Daria, one that deconstructs societal problems. I don't think I'd be the main character. I think I'd be the cool, wacky one, like the Kramer or the Marshall. Either way, it's good to be back. Anonymous says, Cool Ranch or nacho cheese? Now there's a couple of layers to this question, no pun intended. Cool Ranch or nacho cheese? I'm going to assume you mean the Doritos flavor, but I'm just going to real quick answer if it's on its own. I think I'd prefer nacho cheese because ranch on its own is just kind of gross to me. As for the Doritos flavor, I'm going to cause an upset and say, I actually don't like Doritos that much. I ate them a lot as a child, but I don't really know why. Because nowadays I can eat chips without getting shit on my hands. I thought Doritos were great when I was a kid because I thought that getting dust all over your fingertips was like a universal chip-eating experience. And then I had some Pringles and my life was changed. Actually, I don't know if Pringles are technically chips, but that's a bunch of nuance that I don't give a shit about. So I guess your answer is, it doesn't matter. Just like everything else. Anonymous asks, thoughts on Ultimate Dirk? Let me tell you something. I'm going to give you a list of things right now that are more interesting to think about than Ultimate Dirk. Puppies, kittens, penguins, the way penguins hold their eggs between their feet all the time. That's pretty badass. So I guess to answer your question, Anonymous, thoughts on Ultimate Dirk? No thoughts. Head empty. Anonymous asks, Dave, what's it like being a god? Are you or any of the other kids worshipped in any capacity? And if yes, how so? Well, first of all, we're not kids anymore. We're whole-ass adults. Also, yeah, we are worshipped. Some of us are more worshipped than others. It usually has something to do with how useful your skills are to the common people. For instance, not many people worship June because not many people need to, control the wind. But a lot of people worship Rose because they can see the future. They always come to her temples asking about, answers on tests or will I ever find love. I guess I have a couple temples around Earthsea, but it's kind of weird. People usually want to go back in time to fix their mistakes, but that's like the antithesis of what I actually want to do. So, I don't know. I usually just use time travel these days to like go back in time and high five myself for being so awesome. I hope that answers your question. Anonymous asks, who is the sexiest Carapacian? Don't lie. I don't really get this question because I'm not sexually attracted to like chess bug people. But I guess the best Carapacian is obviously the mayor, aka the Wayward Vagabond. Man, I could listen to that guy's stories for hours. But yeah, he's not sexy because he's like made of the stuff that chess pieces are made of. But that's my answer. What's your earliest childhood memory? Well, I guess my childhood memories are pretty mundane, just the same as everybody's. I remember fighting for my life on the roof at the age of like 2 or 3 with bro. I remember holding a sword against his, hearing the clash of metal on metal, and the laugh of a puppet from my periphery. So, pretty normal stuff. That's about it. Thanks for your question, Anon. Nepotikini asks, have you ever wrestled a tiger? And if so, was the tiger actually Cameron Poe from the hit movie Con Up 2020? Now, for those of you listening at home, this is actually a reference to my appearance in Con Air 2032, the reboot to the Con Air extended universe. Now, I didn't actually appear during the tiger fight in Con Up. I wasn't part of the Con Air franchise until Con Breath in 2025. And then their release of Con Air 2, The Airining, in 2030. And then finally, I was fighting the tiger myself as Cameron Poe in the Con Air reboot in 2032. I didn't reprise my role for Con Air or Con Est Air later that same year, but I did reprise my role for Con Air The Reckoning, the second reboot that the studio underwent after being sold to Disney, just like every fucking other thing. I hope that answers your question. Anonymous asks, thoughts on Crocs? Listen, if I say a single bad thing about Crocs, Terezi is going to find out and she's going to kick my ass. So, that said, Crocs are the best shoe ever. I love Crocs, and anyone who wears them is... Listen, I can't do this. Crocs suck. Everyone knows Crocs suck. They're foam fucking sandals. You can get anything. It's not even about price anymore. Like, you used to be able to buy Crocs for, like, not much money.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Terezi.
Heard you were talking shit about Crocs.
No, I swear. It's not what you think. It's for a show. Please, no. Hello. Welcome back to Ask Dave. It's time for Season 2.